Alamogordo, New Mexico. White Sands Proving Ground, July 16, 1945. Early in the morning, a number of U.S. military officers and scientists gathered to watch a powerful new weapon being tested. Some believe the device will be a complete failure. Others think it might destroy the entire state of New Mexico. As a precaution, viewing stations are placed from 10 to 20 miles away from the test site. At precisely 5:29 and 45 seconds, the first atomic bomb is detonated.
3, 2, 1, fire!
The blast emits a fireball over 600 feet wide and produces an explosion equal to 20,000 tons of TNT. The mushroom cloud reaches over 7 miles in height, and the reverberations can be felt nearly 100 miles away. The world had a new weapon, one so terrifying it left even its creator, Dr. Robert Oppenheimer, shocked and shaken.
Few people laughed. Few people cried. Most people were silent.
For the first time in its history, the Earth had been assaulted by a man-made weapon of incredible power. But what if it had all happened before? What if an explosion of even greater force and destructiveness had long ago shaped the Earth's history?
Some people have suggested, on the basis of a number of lines of evidence, that there may have been atomic warfare, atomic bombs, atomic explosions in the very distant past.
Atomic warfare among ancient civilizations may sound like something out of a science fiction novel, but descriptions of similar deadly occurrences can be found in the very same text Dr. Oppenheimer quoted after the New Mexico atomic test.
I remembered the line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
Part of an ancient Hindu scripture known as the Mahabharata. The Bhagavad Gita was written sometime between the 5th and 2nd century BC. This massive 100,000-verse text contains stories about the ancient empire of Rama, which it is said existed over 12,000 years ago, or roughly 5,000 years before the earliest recorded civilization in Mesopotamia.
If you read the ancient Indian epics, they read like modern-day science fiction. Yet they're thousands of years old, with references not only of flying chariots and of these gods that had these incredible technological capabilities, but incredible weapons that they used in those epic battles.
They had what was called a Brahma weapon. There were many people that were singed and burned and melted by the Brahma weapon.
Ancient astronaut theorists believe the Brahma weapon was an early nuclear device because the descriptions of its deadly after effects are eerily similar to the effects of exposure to intense radiation. It is a theory largely discounted by conventional science.
There is no evidence that a nuclear bomb was described in the Mahabharata, the Bhagavad Gita. It describes a battle. In battles, there are explosions.
It's one thing about suggesting that, battles have explosions, but that's not really what we're looking at. You gotta look at the whole picture. One reference that we have, for example, speaks of these explosions that were brighter than 1,000 suns. And when these blasts occurred, the suns were twirling in the air, trees went up in flames, and there was just this mass destruction. After those blasts, people who survive started to lose their hair and nails started to fall out. I mean, right there, we have a concise reference to radiation poisoning, nuclear fallout. And those texts are thousands of years old.